It's the political dead duck. It's August the 6th, 2009. This is a firestorm over U.S. troops uniform. What's going on is that a foreign company in Austria makes better than American-made fireproofing for uniforms for soldiers. But there's a clause there that they can't import it, so they made an exception, like you would. You're trying to support the troops. In that sense, you would want the best equipment possible, and especially when it comes to fireproof. I mean, when they get hit, there's a big fireball a lot of times because of the explosive ordnance. Not mentioning shrapnel and everything, but the last thing they should be worried about is using fireproof clothing the best that they can get their hands on for people that they supposedly have high standards for. Unfortunately for the soldiers, they're being used as guinea pigs every way imaginable. Now, the company in question, before I digress, is DuPont. And DuPont says, well, we lost hundreds of jobs, we should get the business. We're, we're sending our money to a foreign. Lindsey Graham, Senator Lindsey Graham, got all these senators fighting for DuPont, and it's absolutely sickening. They'll go for the inferior stuff to give DuPont the business, and DuPont wants to use the chemical treated clothing to see the long-term effects on soldiers. It's a eugenics thing, because they don't want soldiers to survive. That's why they're using depleted uranium constantly. Like McAllister's bomb factory, McAllister's, Oklahoma, is producing 166,000 Nagasaki bombs of depleted uranium ammunition a day. Like when India and Pakistan both set off 9 nuclear weapons each, everybody lost their mind because of the isotopes and radiations. But nobody out there got the smarts to figure out that 166,000 Nagasaki bombs of depleted uranium is coming out of McAllister, Oklahoma's bomb factory, and that's just one of 4 in the United States. And you don't see clothing that'll protect them from that. They want the eugenics against the entire. They don't want people alive to tell the story down the road how to use depleted uranium as a genocide weapon. In 4 continents. That gets in water tables, that gets into the animals, the birds that are migratory, the pollen. Everything gets contaminated. It's like a massive Chernobyl in all 4 continents because they're shooting something that's supposed to be in a sarcophagus for hundreds of thousands of years, putting it in bullets. And make no mistake about it, a lot of soldiers are getting rectal cancer. Soldiers coming back and children are born with a lot of deformities directly related to the depleted uranium. You can watch, I'll put a link up here about depleted uranium expert from the Pentagon talking about how evil this was and how the first 72 hours they worked on this, when they originally started trying to clean this up, everybody had open sores, everybody was sick, everybody died within a few years. If you listen to the Pentagon's expert tell you these stories, who feels guilty for not making a stand when he knew the better, now is trying to set it right, and you hear the information, the facts, how much depleted uranium is getting done every day, and they don't care about the soldiers. They don't care about the uniforms. This is a PR stunt that happened to make it into the mainstream media, and the link will be up in the left-hand source as usual. So, best wishes to you and yours. It's the politically dead